Hey everyone, it's Crystal here. So, how can you continue being busy without stressing over it? And when you're busy constantly all the time, of course, your mind, your thoughts, everything is preoccupied because you're so busy thinking about what you have to do, thinking about what you're doing, and thinking about what's coming next. So, of course, when you're constantly busy, you could find yourself completely exhausted. And so, some people who are constantly busy take it on as more of a stressful task. So everything that they're doing comes with a layer of stress. They just feel overworked, overdone, overwhelmed, and they can keep up, but they can't seem to gain energy or to expel the right amount of energy or to even feel good about what they're doing. So technically they're just moving through the motions of being busy with all the things that are on their to-do list, but they're not enjoying it. It has a sense of feeling overwhelming and undersatisfying. And so when you're constantly in this state, when you're thinking about all the things that you're constantly doing that keeps you busy and it makes you feel miserable, you have no joy, you feel like it's just another day in paradise, so to speak. And so when you're constantly in that mind state, you're gonna go towards the path of burnout. It's just gonna happen. This is just gonna be the result of feeling stressed towards being busy. And some people are overly busy. They're constantly busy. They're juggling so many different aspects in life. Maybe they have kids and they have to do extracurricular activities. Maybe they have a second job. Maybe they have obligations. So everybody's situation is very different. So how do we deal with being busy without it taking away from our quality of life and resulting in us feeling stressed? And so when I talk about stress, I'm talking about the compounding layers of stress that you will experience. So when you don't feel any alleviation from what you're doing, or you're feeling overwhelmed and agitated going into the next thing. So this is the chronic, constant stress that I talk about, where everything has this state of mind, that you bring this kind of attitude and mind state to everything that you do. So when you're in this constant state, you will burn out. It's just inevitable. But when you're looking at what the things are that you have to do that are keeping you so busy, okay, maybe some of them don't really speak to you. They just have to be done, like chores or housework or something like that. But it's a kind of attitude in the way you're processing it in your mind and how that affects you. So if you keep saying that I'm dreading doing the dishes, I'm dreading folding the laundry, I'm dreading having to take my kids to hockey, whatever the case may be, then if you think of the word dread and just think of what emotion, what feeling gets tied to that word, that's going to bring us down. We are literally going to exemplify the word in our actions, in our attitude. And essentially, I'm not saying lie to yourself, but select your words. Select words that actually represent how you feel about it. So maybe it's not your most favorite task. And maybe you can just say to yourself, this isn't my favorite thing. I really don't enjoy doing this, but at this point I'm going to put my favorite music on and I'm just going to let the time go by and take it as it is, take it as it comes. Or maybe you have to go to a social event and you're not feeling very social, but you can go there, network, you always have a good time. As a result, you can just socialize with people and get yourself out of the house and be around others. So twisting it, flipping it into a different way of how you're interpreting, how you speak about things can really change the way you feel towards all the things that you have to do that keep you busy. And we're all busy. I know I'm extremely busy. I can't even find time to sit down and do nothing. And when I do, I have to shut everything off because if I don't, my mind keeps going back to all the things that I have to do. But rather than allowing that to stress me out, I just do what I do best. I make a list and I list things that I have to do as they come to my mind. At least I know that I'm keeping track of things, that they're written down somewhere and I can come back to them. So when I'm ready to pick up the pieces again, when I'm ready to get back on the ball, I have everything in front of me. So really, it's about setting yourself up for success. And how do you do that? With the correct words that give those signals to your emotions, to your mood, to your mind, and to your body. And use words that actually mean what you're trying to say. And maybe you don't like everything. That's okay. It should be okay. But also, how are you going to twist it to yourself to make it more pleasant, to make it more enjoyable, to make yourself unaffected by things? And this is how you can kind of trick yourself, in hypothetical terms, in how you feel about things, and really start changing and molding the way you interpret things, the way you speak about things, and really change your outlook on how you move through life. So being busy isn't a bad thing unless you think it is. And if you don't think it is, and you truly think that you like being busy, that you wouldn't have it any other way, then how can you make busy part of your life, incorporate it into your life in a more healthy mannerism? So I hope you're able to get some value out of that today. I'll see you soon.